First of all, Merry Christmas. We're coming around the corner. Second of all, this is my dad's birthday, who I have a very deep soul contract with, although he's dead. You might wish that right now you could talk to someone that you really love, because we're headed towards Christmas and this brings up a whole bunch of feelings one way or the other, the dead friends, the dead relatives, and the ones you don't really like sitting next to that you gotta go sit next to. You might be feeling like you wish somebody would call you and invite you, because the best thing to do in these moments when the moon's in Libra is to call the other person. So if you're wishing someone would call you on Christmas and invite you, just call them. Reach out. The moon's in Libra. If Christmas feels like you've been left out, your job is to assume that your soul is leading the way, and the soul does not get its ego deflated because people don't like them. Quite the opposite. The soul says, who can I help? That's the right use for this moon in Libra, speaking up for what you want by giving it away. This combo is perfect to be the leader, because they're both cardinal. So if Christmas has been a lonely time, then reach out. If Christmas has been overstimulated, you might be willing to realize that during Christmas, there's a lot of square in the sky between Capricorn and Libra. So you could be feeling tension, but there's no reason, hello, Moon in Libra, to be mean. You might just need to stop. If you feel like there's too many people around, change your attitude, because the Moon in Libra is asking you to be sweet, even though there's tension. That's what happens. When the sun's in Capricorn and the moon is in Libra, there's a square, because Capricorn is the part of us that just wants to be proper. Do the Christmas thing, pretend you don't need anything. Libra, on the other hand, wants you to feel special and be invited and make your ego feel identified as being worthy. So that's the conflict. Can I give or do I need? Can you feel that tension? Which side are you on? The happy Christmas, feeling wanted and needed, or you're lonely and wondering why nobody loves you? In which case, use your leadership. Double cardinal, ask for what you need. And by the way, Merry Christmas. Let me just say a moment about my dad, who did not believe in Christmas. He was so Capricorn. He didn't have that whamsy-pamsy kind of sweetness, but he was such an example of being in service to those people he loved. And while it wasn't warm and fuzzy, it was result-driven. He was the guy that took you out and drove you in the middle of the night when you needed help. He was the guy that lent you money and everybody else when they needed help. He just didn't say anything. And leaving out my dad for a minute, Milt, this is a day of deep gratitude, because it's the presence of Jesus, who taught us deeply that we were here to be in devotion to that which created us. So no matter what your emotional body's feeling, headed towards Christmas, let's just take away all the ego and remember the soul. And the soul of Christ, I happen to be in love with that being, was all about remembering that you are here in service to the Father, to the Lord, to the God, to the higher picture, said the astrologer. If your ego thinks it's all about you, I'm here to tell you that's wrong. And there's a grand trine in air from the moon in Libra to Venus in Aquarius to Jupiter in Gemini. And that's why I'm going to talk to you about Father, about Jesus. That's why I'm going to tell you all these stories, because there's a grand trine in air. If you don't say out loud at Christmas to somebody that you love them, that you're grateful, you'll miss the opportunity. This is a holiday that really has the gift of us to feel special, not in what we get for the holiday, but what we can give. And today's a day for communicating. So wherever you go in the next few days, just celebrate that spirit of Christmas. I'm Jewish, and yet I'm in love with the Christian model that says this is the holiday where you give presents. And the present doesn't have to be a present. The presents can just be your presence and a smile. The universe is supporting you through these cosmic permission slips, and today is ask for what you want, use your words. It's a grand trine in air. Make Christmas a really special holiday for you to give to the other. It's all up to you. Think of this as your moon weather report. It's a long one, and tell me in the comments, did you use Christmas as a chance for you to turn up the energy of gratitude and spirit? I wish everybody did that. This is completely free. This isn't just a weekend. It's a 30-day spiritual boot camp leading to a 6-day live experience where psychology marries astrology, as we listen to the most amazing special guests joining me in this room online. Together, we're going to name your gremlin, we're going to rewrite your inner dialogue, and then you're going to unlock the voice of your higher self. Suddenly, your sense of purpose and your clarity becomes way easier to find. Maybe you don't have enough time. You probably have a million excuses, but what matters more, nothing, than learning the technology of activating your higher self. Because without stopping it, the interrupter, better known as the ego, will always take you down. Raise your hand if you have an ego. Oh, look, everyone's raising their hand. Here's the magic. We're going to rewrite your inner dialogue from your soul's point of view. Once the mean voice of the ego is in its seat, and you'll be in control, or you'll be the governor, the narrator on your terms, then your inner dialogue changes, and so does your whole world. Join me for free, and let's rewrite your story together by activating the voice of your soul. Simply click the link below to save your spot.